Hello and welcome back. Today is another video as part of a SAT level 5 problem series, and this is the problem that we have today. We have a problem that starts with sort of expression, and I need to find which one of these from these choices is true. So if you look at the problem, it looks like algebra problem and it looks like a lot of work needed to be done. You know, obviously it has a power 8, power 4, and then x and t, two variables. Not much material to throw you off. But you know what? It is easier than you think. Let's start. 81x to the power 8, 16 t8, 9x4, 4t4. Problem like this, I suggest to keep calm and think through, because there is always a pattern. Pattern recognition is one of the strongest strategies and tactics you should employ in SAT, because most of the time they put that trap for you, because if we don't recognize that pattern, we may be going around in a circle, but the right way is just looking at us, but we just don't see it yet. So let's start here. The pattern would be this, something like this. Has expansion of a plus b and a minus b, and that is the pattern I see. And how do I see that pattern? 8, convenient number. 8, 8, 9, whatever that is, they're both convenient number. 9 is 3 square, and then 8 also I can use as a square, or some numbers. But let's do that. In my case, I have x to the 8, 16t 8, and then 9x4, 984. Okay, so 81, 16. So I'm not going to work on this part. All I'm going to do is expand this side of my equation, and I would and see what is going to happen. But I will write it down down the line. Okay, so 81 is what? 9 square. X is what? 4 square, right? Because the power multiplies and you get 8, right? And then that is minus 4 square, and then t4 square. 9x4 plus 9t4. Okay, but the concept is, if you have an and bn, it's a rule of exponents, where you can merge the base because the power is the same and put them on the same power. And that is exactly what I'm going to do here, because power, which is 2, and power 2 are the same thing. So I put 9 and x together to the power 4 and make it a square. And then 4t power 4 and make it a square. 9x4 plus 9t4. Okay, now this is the part where you come back to this expansion and then compare it. So you have an expansion that is a square minus b square. Then you would expand it into a plus b parentheses, open close parentheses, and then open close a minus b so if you compare this with this, your 9x square, 9x to the power 4 becomes your a, and this becomes your b. And if you expand it further down, you would get a, which is 9x4, and plus b, which is 4t4 in one parenthesis, and another parenthesis you get 9x4 minus 4t4, because that would be a minus b, which is right here, and then write it down, x to the 4 plus 9t4. Okay, now look at this. This part cancels out because it's the same thing. Now all I have is this part to work with. Okay, Okay, quick question. If you cancel this and this out, what is left here? Okay, if you say 0, most likely not. It's 1 because I didn't subtracted it. I canceled it out, meaning I divided it. Same thing on the both sides, meaning there is 1 left. Okay, so don't confuse yourself with that kind of operation. So further now, I can use the same concept I used here for this. And 9, like I said, it's a nice easy number, perfect square number. So 3 square, and 4 one more time can also be written as x power 2, 2 square 2, right? Okay, and then concept, come back here. I can use this concept, which is here, a and b are 2 different bases, 2 different random numbers, but if power happens to be the same power, you can merge them and put them on the same power. Same thing applying here. 3 and x squared are obviously 2 different number, but the power is the same power too. So 3x squared, put them together. 2t squared, put them together and just write 1. So in this case, this is my a, this is my b. One more time, using this formula concept right here. Once you have expansion of a squared minus b squared, expanded as a plus b, a minus b. You know what? It is always easier if you just write it every time. So it's, you know what? It's a bit of work, but once you do that a couple of times, maybe 5 or 6 times, you may not need to write it as often because you know by heart. But as you go down the road practicing, I suggest you to write it every time so it helps you retain in your memory. So a plus b, that is 3x squared plus 2t squared, and 3x squared minus 2t squared equal 1. Okay, so I'm up to this level. So what do we do now? Is there anything further you could do? This part, clearly not. There is nothing you can do as of now. As of now, using the only formula that I have, which is here, there is nothing much I could do for that plus part, which is here. I scrolled it a little fast. Apologize for that, which is right here. So I only know the expansion for a squared minus b squared. So at this point, you know what? I'm not gonna sweat too much for expanding plus. So just leave it the way it is. Let's come back to negative part. It looks as if I could use further computation, which I used already 2 times, but x squared and t squared, yes, conveniently, you know, designed for us to use the concept. But look, 3 and 2, they are the least number. The further down would be to use radical 3 and square, radical 2 and square. But guess what? We're not going to be wasting our time because we don't have anywhere a radical in our choice. Not this, definitely not this, not this. So don't bother. We already have our answer. The answer that we have is this. So let me erase this. This is not our answer. So this is our answer. You would have 3x squared plus 2t squared in one parenthesis, and you would have 3x squared minus 2t squared in another parenthesis equal 1. And that is what you found, and that would be your answer C. Okay? And definitely not D, because you would get rid of it right here. And by this part, you would no longer have that term with you. So your choice would be C. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos to come.